everyone! Welcome to this video lesson. Stay tuned and you will learn mathematics in just few minutes. Today, we are going to compute mean, variance, and standard deviation. I will present to you two methods in computing for the mean, variance, and standard deviation. So let's get started. For the first method, here are the formula. For the mean, mu is equal to the summation of the product of x and p of x. For the variance, the square of sigma is equal to the summation of the product of x squared and p of x minus the square of mu. And for standard deviation, sigma is equal to the square root of the difference of the summation of x squared times p of x and square of mu. Now let's take a look at the given example. First, we write the table in vertical form. In the third column, we have x times p of x. This means we are going to multiply the x values in the first column with the probability of x from the second column. So we have 3.67 times 0.25 is equal to 0.9175. 5 times 0.25 is equal to 1.25. 5.33 times 0.25 is equal to 1.3325. And 6 times 0.25 is equal to 1.5. Next, get the summation of the product of x and p of x. So add all these values, and the sum is 5. So the mean, which is mu, is equal to the summation of the product of x and p of x, is 5. Now let us compute for the variance. In the fourth column, we have x squared. We are now going to get the square of each value of x from the first column. Let's now solve for the square of 3.67. That is 13.4689. The square of 5 is equal to 25. The square of 5.33 is equal to 28.4089. And the square of 6 is equal to 36. For the fifth and last column, we have x squared times p of x. This means we need to multiply the values from the fourth column with the values in the second column. 13.4689 times 0.25 is equal to 3.37. 25 times 0.25 is equal to 6.25. 28.4089 times 0.25 is equal to 7.10. And 36 times 0.25 is equal to 9. Then get the summation of x squared times p of x. Add all these values, and we get 25.72. Now solve for the variance. Since mu is equal to 5, and the summation of the product of x squared and p of x is equal to 25.72, then we have the square of sigma is equal to 25.72 minus the square of 5. Simplify, we will get 0.72. That is the variance. Lastly, compute the standard deviation. Just get the variance, which is 0.72, and extract its square root. Our standard deviation then is equal to 0.85. This time, we will use the second method. Here are the formula. For the mean, we will use mu is equal to the summation of x times p of x. For the variance, the square of sigma is equal to the summation of the square of x minus mu times p of x. And for the standard deviation, we will use the formula sigma is equal to the square root of the summation of the quantity square of x minus mu times p of x. First step, multiply x and p of x. 3.67 times 0.25 is equal to 0.9175. 5 times 0.25 is equal to 1.25. 5.33 times 0.25 is equal to 1.3325. 6 times 0.25 is equal to 1.5. Second step. The summation of x times p of x. Add all these values and sum is 5. So the mean is 5. Third step. Subtract x and mu. 3.67 minus 5 is equal to negative 1.33. 5 minus 5 is equal to 0. 5.33 minus 5 is equal to 0.33. 6 minus 5 is equal to 1. Fourth step. Get the square of the difference of x and mu. The square of negative 1.33 is equal to 1.7689. The square of 0 is 0. The square of 0.33 is equal to 0.1089. And the square of 1 is equal to 1. Fifth step. Multiply the square of x minus mu and p of x. 1.7689 times 0.25 is equal to 0.4422. 0 times 0.25 is equal to 0. 0.1089 times 0.25 is equal to 0.0272. 1 times 0.25 is equal to 0.25. And lastly, get the summation of the quantity the square of x minus mu times p of x. Add all these values, and the sum is 0.72. So the variance is 0.72. And for the standard deviation, just get the square root of the variance, which is 0.72. So we have 0.85.